Good morning. So I'm here today with Gary McIntire. He is my insurance agent, and I'm coming to him because there was just a tornado that came through the Coralville, Iowa City, Wellman, on up to Solon area. And there's a lot of people that had hail damage with that. Gary helped me after the derecho with some of my properties and gave me some advice that I didn't know was even possible about getting insurance discounts for particular kinds of shingles. So Gary, I'll let you take it away.
Fantastic. Well, Brandy, thanks for having me. Yes, I'm Gary McIntire. I've been an agent in Iowa City for about 23 years now, so quite a while. So as we know, there is a lot of different exposure and a lot more frequency lately of the weather. And so it is important that we look at ways, many people have asked me, just like Brandy, ways to save money on roofing. So roofing discounts are available for things we refer to as impact-resistant shingles. So they come in two forms typically. They come in either metal or asphalt composite. They are rated by the UL labs as either rating 3 or 4, and they do provide pretty substantial discounts actually on homeowners policies. They do need to be approved by whichever company you're insured with. I know my company has a list. It's about, I told Brain, it's about 495 pages long. So it's pretty long. I'm not just going to print that off and send it to you, but if you'd like us to look it up, we certainly can, and any company would be able to do that as well. If they are on the list, then you then arrange to have the shingles installed. Preferably, you don't do it yourself. Most people wouldn't even attempt it, but by an approved, or not an approved contractor, but by a reputable contractor. You don't want somebody to come in from somewhere else where you can't find their phone number and don't know what to do if something isn't installed or done correctly. Okay, so just a way of protecting consumers is probably the best way to go about it. Is just, I'm the buy local kind of person, so hopefully that is sound advice.
So after derecho, I called and I had heard that there were these impact resistant shingles that give you a discount on your homeowner's insurance. And I said, Gary, is this really a thing? And he was like, yeah, it's a thing. So I said, what do I need? And so he was able to tell me, so I got my quote from my roofer, and then I said, so this is the brand that my roofer is using. Does this qualify? And he said specifically, this one and this one would qualify. And so then I got exact quotes for those two and regular shingles just to see what it would be. And yes, it was more expensive to get the UL4 rated shingles. However, in 2.5 years, I made up the complete difference of that excess price in the discounts I got off my homeowner's insurance. So he was awesome at knowing what that discount would be.
Yep. And thank you for that plug. I appreciate it. It is true that impact resistant shingles are going to be more expensive. Hands down, no question, because they're designed to last 40 to 50 years versus a typical asphalt composite that's going to last about 30. Okay, 15 to 30. So you should be getting more durability from the impact-resistant quality shingle as well. Now, something I do want to make note of that Brandon and I discussed at the time as well, impact-resistant does not mean impact-proof. Okay, so they may have the commentary that they're going to withstand hail up to 2.5 inches in diameter and 150-mile-an-hour winds. But it's very difficult in today's world to say that's going to be happening and true every single time. I do have a customer who had put on impact-resistant shingles in the North Liberty area, and a couple of years ago, I think the roof had been on for 6 years, and last year, there was golf ball size hail that totally destroyed the car dealership's vehicles up in North Liberty, and it happened to hit their roof. It was impact resistant, but it was totaled. So I don't want to have a misconception that if you get these, you're never going to have to put another roof on for 50 years. That may not be accurate, okay? But they will protect you better than, say, a 30 or 15 to 30 year standard asphalt composite shingle.
And in my case, it made sense because I had to put new shingles on anyway. And because I was due for a new roof, to upgrade just that little bit, knowing that I would recoup those costs in 2.5 years, it was worth the gamble to upgrade the shingles, because what's the chances that you're going to have a massive hailstorm in 2.5 years?
Well,
pretty slim.
Yeah, until these
Until it happens.
recent years. Okay, then the probability has increased, it seems like, substantially. But we won't talk about that at this moment.
Anyway.
Another form of impact-resistant shingle is, or impact-resistant roof, is steel or metal. Okay, so I'd like to go there for just a moment, because I'm going to use other stories of current customers or customers that I have. So I know I have gone back in time when someone has contacted me and said, hey, I have a metal roof. I say, when do you get it installed? About 10 years ago. Do you still have documentation? Yes, I do. Okay, could I get it from you? Then I check the list, and if we've got the date of installation and the type of roof, metal, the manufacturer, etc., I've actually been able to get that discount for those customers from the time that the roof was installed. Okay, even 10 years ago. Now, will all companies do that? Probably not. Will everybody do the research? Probably not. Will everybody have documentation? Probably not. But when they do, it's worth asking the question to help folks save money.
Well, the good thing is it's transferable too. So if I sell my house, I just need to tell the listing agent to mark that it has UL4 rated shingles, and I need to pass forward my documentation. And then the new homeowner can also get the discount off their homeowner's insurance for those shingles.
Perfect. That's Brandy's business, not mine. So I don't know that. She does. Okay. So, yes, fantastic.
All right. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining us. And if you had damage from this most recent set of storms, or you think you might have, it's worth getting your roof checked out and calling your insurance agent to figure out what solutions he might have for you. He or she might have for you.
Fantastic. Thanks, Brandy.